Hey everyone, this is Jamie with Beneath the Surface and back again with podcast number 12. I took a little break, you know, and what's going to lead us into this podcast, which is about shedding the ego and finding your true self, your true nature, who God designed you to be. It's been tough. It's been so tough because even though I have read and been told that when you start to do this, when you start to align with the divine and shed your old self, like who people expect you to be, the good mom, the good teacher, the good daughter. I'm the girl who I just want to make people happy and make people proud. And it's just so hard sometimes. It's so hard to please others and be okay with who you are at your core. And I don't even know. I've been doing the emotion code on myself and others. And you guys, the only thing I think that has pushed me forward and kept me on this path of self-discovery and helping others feel better are the testimonials. Because here recently, I have had well, in the last few months, I've had quite a few testimonials, and I've been doing this just for free. Like I haven't been charging anything. Like I've been on TikTok doing lives, releasing trapped emotions, and answering some questions sprinkled in. And then I've been doing it just for free, like just doing it to get basically clients. I think, well, I'll do this for now, and then eventually it's going to take off and people will pay for it because I feel like word of mouth is actually a good deal. Like word of mouth works. So a few months ago, I got a message saying, I don't know if you remember me. I was in one of your lives. I mean, it was probably in September and I was gonna go into surgery and on my stomach, and I've had so many issues, and you did 2 sessions on me, in that live, and I just want you to know they've canceled my surgery. There's nothing to have surgery on. Okay. That right there turned everything around. But then I start doubting myself again. People start hammering at me. You know, you got this degree, you got a master's in education, you got a bachelor's in psychology. Why? Oh, why are you going to stop teaching? Like, this is what your degree's in. You've got lots of money was paid, and you're just gonna stop? What are you gonna do? You think you're gonna make money doing that? Releasing trapped emotions? What do you mean energy? They're not okay, Jamie. If you want to think the emotions are energy, go ahead. And that's what a lot of people have said, and it's crazy. And so another testimonial comes in, and it was another stomach issue, actually. This man has had stomach issues after stomach issue. I mean, it's just nonstop. And he just has a hard time communicating with people in the right way. And he let me know a few weeks ago, like, one, I haven't had any issues, no stomach problems at all. And he even went to jail for a month, and, that food, I hear the prison jail food isn't that great. So even eating that, he still didn't have any stomach issues, and he's able to talk calmly to the people he loves. So that's a big testimonial. Okay. And then another person pops into the live and said, Hey, I'm just here real quick. Just want you to know, remember me, like you did a session on me and my husband, estranged husband. And anyway, they're not estranged now. And we've never been happier. Like this is it's never been this way. This feeling that we have has never been this way. And she couldn't pinpoint the way to describe it. That's how she said it. Okay, like, I'll take it, and, I got 3 couples right now that I'm working with, and they really do want to work to for their relationship to work, but they're split up and have been split up a while. Not a while, I don't know, a few months. And so they want it to work. And the significant other one that has left and is the one that the other one wants back. So the girls with the kids and the man left and and the girl wants the guy back. The guy he just has a heart wall. He it's not that he doesn't want to be with her, but he doesn't know how to receive or give love. He has a heart wall. So we've been working chiseling that damn thing away, and he finally reached out to her after a few sessions, and then a few times he's reached out, okay? And then I have another situation like that, but it's the vice versa with the guy and the girl. But regardless, it's these people are able to reach out and communicate and not have that damn ego in the way. Like, get rid of the ego. And that's what I'm still struggling with because let's just get into this podcast number 12 right there, shedding the ego and finding your true nature. So, this actually dives into the spiritual mechanics of the ego. We explore why we often feel forced to fail and how shedding social norms is the only way to uncover the light within you. We incorporate the profound teachings of Andre, I hope I don't butcher this name. I'm sorry, Andre. Uh, Duquam, Duqum, Andre, Andre, Andre Duquam. And he's the Know Thyself podcast. If you have not seen that, you got to go check it out. And then there's the other one, the Kabbalistic Wisdom of David Guillaume. Okay, you know Mary Ruth's vitamins and stuff? Mary Ruth is his ex-wife. They built Mary Ruth's vitamins together. I feel like he's sold since then. I don't think he's still I don't know, either way. Uh, but anyway, these 2 people have taught me so much. You gotta look them up. I mean, YouTube, I feel like they're on, uh just look 'em up. They're on different podcasts. Spotify is what I was trying to think of. Okay, so the purpose of failure. Did you know that there's a purpose for failure? So there is a purpose, and David Guillaume teaches that your soul does not seek comfort. It seeks transformation. When you reach a point of complete helplessness, your ego is crushed. This is not a punishment. This is not. So the ego collapse. Your ego is a barrier to miracles. When it breaks, your soul takes control. And God dang it, gosh darn it, whatever. I am trying to break that ego and crush it and get it out of my damn way. We have so many trapped emotions in us, and that's part of the ego. Like it's all connected. So rerouting is not rejection. Remember that. Just because something doesn't work out, God's rerouting you. It's not you're not being rejected. Oh, I got to say that over and over again. You're not being rejected. And that's for me. And if that's something that I'm struggling with, Lord knows it's something you're struggling with. So, if your current path is failing, the light is rerouting you to a higher destiny, the divine. So, the light meaning the divine. You must stop trying to rearrange the old pieces of your life and build something entirely new. That's what I'm trying to do. So, teacher for 18 years. So I first got my psychology degree, realized that wasn't gonna pay the bills, thought teaching would. That was dumb. But I also thought, "Hey, I get summers off, so maybe I could get a summer job." Well, I would even work summers, and it still didn't pay the bills. So, yeah, my dad paid for my degrees. I'm very blessed. Thank you, Dad. I'm so, so thankful to the bottom of my heart. And normally, I can't even hold back tears when I talk about this. I have released hundreds and hundreds of emotions to try to help me with this. And actually, I was able to get through about an hour-long discussion with my dad about how, well, basically how unhappy he is, or not. I don't even know the words to use, but he's not happy that I'm not going to keep going on with teaching, that I am going to leave that profession, and it will be soon. Like, this is it. Like, I'm done. I'm done with the public school system, for one. But also, God is pulling me down another path. And I used to think, I wasn't sure if it was God doing it, but he and I have been talking a lot, and it is. It is him. So who am I going to listen to? My dad or my father? I've listened to my parents my whole life, and I'm 47. And I still don't like disappointing them. But here recently, I've had to. And I've had to be okay with that. And that's hard. That's so hard. Another person I don't want to disappoint, my damn daughter, because it's always just been us. So she's turning 18 next month. Gotta let her go. But I also want to make sure that I'm still there for her as this new person that is aligned with the divine and walks with style and grace. Not this frazzled teacher who can barely make ends meet. I'm shedding that lack mindset and I'm moving forward. If they want to come, they can come. If they don't, I still wish them well. I know that my family bonds are pretty strong, even if I'm not going the way they want to go. I know that they're going to always love me and I'll always love them, and that's okay. Um, but I do notice that I distance myself from people that try to poke negativity into my new adventure that I'm on. I highly recommend everybody who is not happy with with where they're at, whether it's the degree that someone paid for and you feel bad not to use it, or what it is. If you're not happy, move to a different spot in life, like advance. And before you advance, you're probably gonna go slide back a little bit, because I know, yeah, I've released emotions earlier and I did cry a lot. So my nose is a little drippy right now, but it's getting better and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, kinda. So, did you know that the 1% versus the 99%, your job and bank account are only 1% of the story? The other 99% is the invisible energetic realm. Okay, so let's talk about what Andre de Quam says about the self in quotation marks. He says it's like a constructed dream. What do you think about that? Well, we spend decades trying to fit into social norms that are actually useful fictions. That's according to Andre Quam, or Quam, sorry. So the trap of needing. When you act out of need for energy or validation from others, you're operating from lack. I didn't know this. I definitely operate from lack. I mean, working on it and I've made great progress, but I still seem to want validation of some sort. I want to make sure that my daughter's proud of me, that I'm being a good mom in her eyes. Uh, I just want my parents to be proud of me, but I'm trying to shed that and not need their validation, because that's not what matters. What matters is, are you aligned with what God is wanting you to do? That's it. Because if you do follow God's path, then you probably will be a little more happier, uh, and less anxiety. Well, who knows? But in my opinion, I think yes. So we got to shed those masks of being the good teacher, the good mom. That's a mask. Guys, how many masks do you wear? I know I wore the teacher mask, I wore the mom mask, the daughter mask. I mean, There's the professional mask where you're in front of like the principal versus your students. I mean, there's so many different masks. And to be honest, we just got to get rid of them. There's get rid of the masks, okay? So these labels can become cages. To know thyself from the podcast of Andre is to look past these roles and identify with your true nature, which is eternal and unchanging. So, radical responsibility is you are the creator of your experience. Shifting from victimhood to responsibility is the only way to unlock your fullest potential. What do you think about that? Well, I do know that I have taken much more responsibility and decided to just go with it. Just go with what I feel in my heart, even if it's irrational. If it's irrational, do it anyway. And then you're going to overcome your nature. So the ego is your robotic consciousness, and it wants you to stay on autopilot, reacting to every trigger, following every cultural expectation. So when I talked with my dad for over an hour or about an hour, I was able to overcome that little reaction where I would just start crying. I couldn't handle it. I could not handle the fact that I let my dad down or anybody down. I don't want to let people down. But I got to get over that. And that's what I did with that conversation. I proved that I didn't react with my tears, and I was able to sit there and listen before responding, and not just go with what he says and say, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it." You're right. Okay, so restriction. True power comes from the pause. When you restrict your reactive behavior, you create a vessel capable of holding more light and abundance. So, proactive desire, do not chase the outcome. Become the kind of person that over the outcomes are naturally attracted to. I would like that. I'm searching for that's what my desire is that the desire will come to me. Like, what did I say? The outcome will come to me. Like, I'm not gonna just chase, 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 chase. I don't want to. Okay, I still do, but I don't want to. And this is something I am working on. So I am a work in progress. We all are. But I'm being a little vulnerable here and just getting it all out because I know out of all these humans on this earth, I can't be the only one going through this. I can't. So, humility and greatness. You can acknowledge your greatness without being better than others. And it is the quiet confidence of knowing you are already whole because you are God's child. So, having said all this, are you making decisions today based on who you are or who society told you to be, or your parents told you to be, or whoever? Um, so practice restriction today. When a frustration arises, pause for 10 seconds before you react. This small act of resistance expands your spiritual capacity. I just want to remind you to stop playing small and remind myself to stop playing small. You were not fit. You were not built to fit into a box or a social norm. You were put here to align with the divine and walk with style and grace. I walk with style and grace because God put me in this place, and it's not a race because I'm in the right place. I pounded that in my head about a year and a half ago. I separated from a alcoholic that I lived with for 5 years, and I stopped repeating things in my head. I needed something else to play on repeat in my head, and that's what popped in my head. So, to me, that's what God put in my head because I was just like, "I've got to play something else in here, or I'm gonna go crazy, or I'm gonna lose my mind." So, That's what I have decided to play on repeat in my head. What do you play on repeat in your head? I mean, is it positive? Is it helping you grow? Or is it holding you back and keeping you in that little box? So, when you shed the need for validation, you stop operating from lack and start operating from where your true nature is, from where God designed you to be. So, my core mission truly is to help others feel better and to help myself feel better. I really, really just my mission is to help others feel better, but I understand that to do that, I need to feel better also. And I have a heart, so I have so often put myself at the bottom of the list or not even on the damn list. I've always put people above it, above myself. But I'm realizing that I've got to be okay and healthy mentally and physically in order to help others feel better themselves. So I have gotten certified in the emotion code. I've been releasing trapped emotions, and I would like to help you as well. If you are interested, cool. Go to my website, fill out the form, or just you can message me. I'll put all the details at the end of this, and who knows what you're capable of without all those emotions holding you back. You know, I don't know if you've listened to the rest of my podcast, but we we if we don't process the emotions, if we just dry it up, suck it up, don't cry, all the things, if we don't process the emotion, feel it and move on, then it gets trapped in the fascia and the muscles, I mean, and everything. And so we build a heart wall, literally an emotion, an energy wall around our heart. And that's but by design. God designed it that way because sometimes you're in terrible situations that you do need to protect your heart from. It's not on the daily, not on the usual, hopefully, but on in general, you're usually not in extreme danger where you need to trap these emotions around your heart, right? So let's get rid of them. Who knows what life you could live without all these things holding you back? Thank you so much for joining me. So you can reach me at www.helperbydesign.com or helperbydesign7@gmail.com. I do lives on TikTok Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 Central Time. Again, on those, I'm releasing trapped emotions and answering questions. Really, it just whatever happens, happens in those lives, but they tend to be very fun. Got quite the community. People just like to interact in there and just relax.